In this tutorial, we'll show you how to both enable and restrict access to certain SwiftFox features for groups of users in your organization. Now, let's talk about why this feature matters. SwiftFox is the central hub for all the data that is important to you. Enabling people in your organization to only see what they need to see or use the features they need to use is a strong way to keep your data secure. In this tutorial, we're going to explain user groups in SwiftFox, how to create a new user group, how to add users to a group, remove user access from a group, and delete a user group. So, let's get into it. In SwiftFox, user groups can hold a number of users or sometimes just a single user. This group can then be allocated permissions to required features in SwiftFox. User groups in your organization may include your admin team, finance team, or marketing team. First, let's find out how to access user groups in SwiftFox. For this, you will need to be a system administrator or be granted system admin access. Once you have the required permissions, navigate to SwiftFox settings. Under the system administration folder, you will find user groups. Here, you'll see a table of all the user groups in your organization. The first column shows you the name of the user group. Clicking on the user group will open a drawer which shows you all the features in SwiftFox and whether the user group has access to those features. If the toggle is on, all the users in that user group have access to the accompanying feature. If it's off, all of the users in that user group are unable to access the accompanying feature. To create a new user group in SwiftFox, click the Add User Group button. Now, give your user group a name. In this example, we will call our user group Communications. Once you've given your user group a name, the permissions drawer will appear. By default, all features will be switched off. Scroll through the list of SwiftFox features where permissions are available. Each feature has a heading and then a brief description. Toggle on the features you wish to give access to. Once you are happy with features that can be accessed by our new Communications user group, it's time to add members. You still there? All right, cool. At the top of our permissions drawer is a tab that says Manage Members. Select this tab to add users to your newly created user group. In the box that says Find a User, type in the name of a user in your organization. Once you have found that user, select them and click Add. These details will now appear in the Users table and they have permission to the features you selected. Once you've selected all the users in the user group and are happy with the features they have access to, select Save and Close. You can now see in our user group table that our Communications user group has been created with one member. If you wish to remove a user's access to a particular user group they could previously access, click on the three-dot menu in the user group row and select Edit. Our permissions drawer will appear and head to the Manage Members tab at the top of the drawer. Find the user you wish to remove from the user group and select the three-dot menu next to their name. Now select Delete and then confirm your selection. Once you select the confirmation, the user is removed immediately and can no longer access the features of that user group. When removing a user's access to a user group, it's also important to consider whether they are also included in any other user group. If they are, repeat this process in those user groups. If a user group is no longer required and you wish to delete it, simply click on the three-dot menu in the row and select Delete. Now the user group is deleted. All the users that were previously in that user group will now no longer be able to access the features previously in that group as it no longer exists. And this is the user permissions feature in SwiftFox. Thanks for watching.